Howdy, y'all. It's Stained Texas here, back with Crusader Kings 3 in my North Sea Empire campaign. Currently, we're still Sweden, but hopefully within Bjorn the Third's lifetime, that will change. And it would be best if I got rid of that melancholic penalty, because I need him to live long enough to, keep the kingdom titles sort of within one kid, because if I don't do that, it will get ugly really quite quickly. In the meantime, we have secured England for the most part. It's pretty much these two little things left before I actually do, in fact, own all of de jure England. However, certainly if we are aspiring to be the North Sea Kingdom, the North Sea Empire, then it makes sense to put all of England under the yoke, as it were. So, I think we're next going to attack these small duchies over here. They're going to be really easy to take out. They're not particularly well organized. Only Cornwall has many good alliances, but the rest of them do not. The big one here is probably going to be Soidir, which is a Norse territory. And the Kingdom of Scotland exists as well. And for some reason, Italy is up here for reasons I do not understand. But this is going to be a bit of a mess you have to clean up. We have Mon here, which is yet another. The Norse peoples have effectively won the war for the British Isles. Like, this is more or less under the control of the Norse peoples. Wales, ironically, is kind of the only holdout. We're gonna make sure that's fixed, because, well, we just can't allow a potential uprising in the future. As it is, history has changed radically. Like, we're talking potentially, I mean, the British Empire as it was, the culture of England will almost certainly have changed. For one, Wessex has fallen, so all of the major English kingdoms have fallen. Scotland is under Norse control. Wales is the only one left. It's almost a reenactment of the invasion of the Saxons. And with Scandinavia being so powerful underneath the rule of a singular king, it's going to be interesting. Now, it could fracture in the future. History is still being made, after all, this game's history. But having the precedent of authority here, of powerful northern authority, is going to be very interesting. In history, it wasn't like the Catholics actually conquered Scandinavia. What happened is it just was convenient for trade purposes, mostly trade purposes, really. And of course, there were some genuine conversions. I think I discussed in an earlier episode about how God, Yahweh, with the God capital G in the Abrahamic faiths, was seen by a lot of peoples, especially when there were conversions and missionaries going out. Uh, the the god Yahweh was seen as a warrior god. I mean, so it wasn't like the Norse were forced at sword point to convert for the most part. Obviously, once the kings themselves converted, it was sort of I mean, the citizens' choice is difficult to say when it comes to the lower classes in any society. How much choice does someone with no power really have, I suppose, is the question. But the actual societies converted for many reasons that weren't conquest. But in a society where we have such iron control over the North Sea, who knows? The Christian God will almost certainly be seen as weak in comparison to the North God, because the major conflict between the two, who's winning? The Norse gods are winning. So the Norse faiths are winning. So the idea of a more adultery. Yeesh. Maybe I should just amend the religion so that I don't have to deal with adultery anymore. Make it free love. I'm too bored to deal with that. You go and have fun with whoever you like. I can't be bothered. My royal kingliness is above such trifling matters, and I will change religion itself to accommodate my needs. That sounds about right. I won't deny things have been very interesting. I mean, for one, conquering Wales is almost a shoo-in. I mean, we have overwhelming, very experienced veteran troops under an expansionist-minded king who, if every single one of the Wales kingdoms combined tried to fight me, they would lose. So it's looking pretty grim. It's looking very grim. Yeah, we'll make a stockpile. It might help with supply issues. Okay, and that ends the war. I mean, and part of what made England a kingdom in the future, an empire, not a kingdom, the huge empire that it would end up becoming, like, owning that, getting some land here, some stuff down here, the empire that it would end up becoming is because of the coal reserves here, just all over. But, so anyone who owns this would get access to that when it becomes relevant. But if it's the Norse that own it, I mean, another thing we have to consider is that I would probably, at some point, Finland's the United Kingdom, so all I need to do is use one of my Kingdom Invasion CBs in the future, and I get Finland. So, I mean, it's a thing. Anyways, we'll keep going on. Let's check my council, make sure everything is up to snuff. I'm sure we can improve some of our control. The control is fine in my provinces, but I want to make sure we're all good here. Yeah, let's keep converting these English provinces to the right culture. Yes, you may take them back for your gold. I certainly care not for them. In the meantime, let's see if we can't get a hunt going. Doing some activities I don't know which one gives you a chance to get rid of melancholic, but I certainly, I don't need the secret. I'm not playing a backstabby hook campaign. I always found this kind of irritating anyways. The hunt did its thing. Let's try and host a feast. Maybe some merriment will aid us in removing melancholic. We'll praise our wife. We don't really need the prestige. We get a plenty as it is. I'll take the weak hook. I prefer to have my vassals like me more than I can accept a weak hook. Bjorn is now of age, and he's fine. I get Eager Reveler. That's kind of good. He will get really good piety, though, because he does have Vengeful and Brave, which are liked by the Asatru religion. Bjorn's also looking pretty good, but he also has a kind of shit trait. The other Bjorn. They're both Bjorns, by the way. I did that for reasons I do not fully understand, but I did do it. So, mock me if you will. We are going to reinforce the inheritable trait. I have no need for alliances. I am plenty powerful on my own. You're also going... Yeah, our court physician's still alive. We're going to make sure he's still alive because I want to make sure that if we have an issue where having a skilled physician around will save my life, we need to make sure that's addressed because I need him to live. I think it's 62 I need him to live to before I can unite the North Sea Kingdom. Let's take a look while the clock is ticking at the rest of the world. It is a mess, as CK3 kind of frequently ends up being, especially in Europe. But we have some... Oh my god, what happened there? Yeah, he's modifying contract. I don't actually care all that much. This is... I think these are... Oh yeah, these are all the Norse individuals who are down here. Being all Norsey. Saxons. More adultery. So, there is something you need to watch out for. And that is a crusade. Because we are eating into Catholic lands. So... And we actually still have influence in Central Europe. So this should have been gone. Like, this really should have been mostly gone by now, if not completely gone. The fact that it's still around implies interesting things. We are certainly an ascendant pagan faith. Oh. The Reconquista is actually in full swing, it looks like. That's interesting. Byzantines are doing well. The holding strong. Took out Bavaria. Got some pretty solid borders. The Muslims, the Abbasids collapsed. India's a mess. Tibet's a mess. Mongolia's a mess. Khazaria is strong. Great Moravia is pretty strong. I would say Central Europe, its borders will probably stabilize at some point. But at some point, we also might consider sweeping down here and making sure that our Central Europe brothers are protected. And by protected, I mean we take their stuff for ourselves. Anyways, in order to help pass the time, we're going to take another bit of land. Just going to snatch it up. And because I genuinely do not need my massive army for this, we're just gonna use this little guy I have here. He's gonna do it. Really? Normandy has that, huh? You guys are gonna stand down. All you, stand down. Go home. The war is not for this war is not for you. Yes, you too. Go home. Ooh. Yep. Keep building up my central lands, please. I would love that. In case everything goes wrong, I still want to have my holdings intact. Let's look at the North Sea Kingdom. Aye. Still need more time. Alright, make our knights more effective. That helps out a huge amount on the battlefield. Okie dokie. Keep it going. I'll take the hook. We might still get our taxes reduced anyways, but I might consider doing some backstabbery and feudal reorganization. How are you doing? You're alright. You're also pretty alright, all things considered. Okie dokie. Keep on keeping on. They keep trying to win. Okay. But they still lose. Losing is inevitable. And you are going to grab... no, actually, we're going to keep it for now. Ay. What a mess of a kingdom we have, What a mess. We have secured England, though. I mean, we are now the undisputed power in the north. I see no problems with this. We own so much land. Sure, I'll be friends with you. Yay, less stress. My grandson, Bjorn, is born. He's also he didn't inherit his parents' genes, which is kind of a shame. But oh well, you get what you have. You can't. The baby once born is born. You gotta work with what you got. Otherwise, you're just being kind of an asshole to your kid. And yeesh. Yeesh. That can be pretty nasty, you know. That stuff gets ugly real fast. All right, you are now the Duke of Lancaster, the Jarl of Lancaster, I should say, which is good. Yay. Just waiting for this guy to age. Yeesh. let's get this guy to join us. And we need to do something to relieve stress. We haven't gone on a pilgrimage. That's pretty crazy. We should do that. That's kind of fun. We encounter a mystic. It expounds the true nature of Odin and all that means. At night, his tent is lit up with candles within, and occasionally strange chanting and unusual incense flows from it. I am wholly unprepared when Otar bids me to enter. I'm quite curious. My learn. I can't do this because my learning is less than this. I want to gauge him in debate because I'm not that smart. Yep, I'm suspicious, but I get a really cool +1 learning, and I am now officially a pilgrim. Which makes people like me even more. Which is good, because I can never... Oh, we need a new physician. That is fine. Let's get a good court physician. Yes, yes, yes. How is our research going? We're still getting Cassius Belli. I say we get... Move. City planning? Maybe public works. Maybe crop rotation? Come on. I will become friends with you. That seems fair. Yes, I think we should get the onager. Let's look at my men-at-arms. I can get a new one. Let's see here. What we're lacking is, at the moment, we're lacking cavalry. So that is what we are going to get. Cavalry. The overwhelming nature of my army size is pretty awesome. Might also consider just taking this at some point. Won't that be kind of fun? Yeah, we can take Iceland. Maybe we should. I mean, it's part of de jure Norway. So yeah, let's do it. Let's kill some time. We don't need you. Never back down. May as well put this guy up for it. Since I do have the chivalry thing. And I immediately win, because I captured the dude. Nice. Now we're the king of the North Sea. Isn't that fun? Cool. I totally want to usurp your title, and I'm going to do that. Yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, let's raise a runestone. Yep. Sussex. Nah, we'll put it here. Oh, now living legend and a paragon of virtue. Dismantle the papacy. Oh my gosh. That would be really funny if we could do that. Oh dear. Wouldn't that be funny, guys? Wouldn't that be funny? Alright, let's look at the time. I think it's time to wrap it up. It's a slow episode, to be sure. But we've progressed about... Yeesh, we need to go a bit faster next time. We've progressed. We've taken more chunks of land. Iceland being the most notable chunk. Definitely further legitimizing our claim as the definitive North Sea Empire. So, I think when we next come back, we're going to try and just keep... I might fast forward time a bit until something interesting happens so that you don't have to watch it. We're just waiting for us to hit the 30-year mark on all of our kingdom titles. But yeah, so until next time, remember to like and subscribe if you had enjoyed yourself and to, have some fun. Yeah. See you all next time. Bye.